You know, we all look up at the stars at night. It's pretty, right? Makes you feel small. But have you ever wondered what's out there, way out there? I'm talking about deep space, folks. It's a place so big, so mysterious, it'd make your head spin faster than a rodeo clown on a Ferris wheel. Deep space is like the world's biggest puzzle, and we're just starting to put the pieces together. We're talking about planets we ain't even seen yet, stars bigger than our whole solar system, and things called black holes that could swallow up everything in their path. Sound like a scary movie? Well, hold on to your hats because it gets even wilder. Now, some folks might say, Jeff, why should I care about deep space? I got bills to pay, and I hear you. But here's the thing. Exploring the unknown, that's what makes us human. It's like when your buddy tells you his truck can outrun anything on four wheels. You just gotta see it to believe it, right? So, come along with me on this journey as we explore the mysteries of deep space. We'll travel to the edge of the universe, meet some strange characters along the way, and maybe, just maybe, we'll learn a little something about ourselves in the process. Buckle up, folks, because it's gonna be a wild ride. All right, let's talk size. Now I like a big old slice of pecan pie as much as the next fella, but space, well, space is big. I'm talking mind-bogglingly, can't wrap your head around it big. Just to give you a little perspective, our own solar system with the sun and all the planets is like a grain of sand on a beach compared to the Milky Way galaxy. And guess what? The Milky Way is just one galaxy out of billions upon billions in the observable universe. It's enough to make a fella need a nap, just thinking about it. Now you might be wondering, if space is so big, what's it expanding into? Well, that's the thing about space. It's not just empty space. It's filled with stuff like gas, dust, and mysterious things we're still trying to figure out. And the craziest part, it's still growing. That's right, the universe is expanding, getting bigger every second. It's like baking a cake and realizing the pan ain't big enough. Now, for the fun part, the mysteries. Deep space is full of them, like that sock that disappears in the dryer. We're talking about things that make even the smartest scientists scratch their heads and say, well, ain't that something? One of these mysteries is dark matter. Now, before you go shining a flashlight around your attic, let me explain. Dark matter is invisible. We can't see it, smell it, or touch it. But we know it's there because of the way it affects things we can see, like galaxies. It's like trying to guess how much your neighbor weighs just by watching him mow his lawn. You can't see the weight, but you know it's there. And then there's dark energy, which is even weirder. It's like the opposite of gravity, pushing everything in the universe apart. Think of it like those spring-loaded snakes in a can of peanuts. You open the can, and bam! Everything flies in different directions. Now let's talk about the elephants in the room. Or should I say the black holes in space. These things are like cosmic vacuum cleaners, sucking up everything that gets too close, even light. Imagine a trash compactor that can crush a whole car into the size of a pea. That's a black hole. Black holes form when massive stars die and collapse in on themselves. All that matter gets squeezed into a tiny space, creating an incredibly strong gravitational pull. It's like stuffing 10 pounds of potatoes in a 5-pound sack. Something's gotta give. Now you might be thinking, Jeff, if black holes are invisible, how do we know they're there? Well, we can see their effects on the things around them. Imagine a bowling ball rolling across a trampoline. You can't see the ball, but you can see the trampoline dip down as it goes by. Black holes are still a big mystery, but scientists are learning more about them all the time. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll even figure out how to harness their power. Now, wouldn't that be something? Section 5. How do we know all this? Telescopes and satellites. You might be wondering, Jeff, how do we know all this stuff about deep space? Did we send a pigeon with a GoPro? Well, not quite. We have these amazing tools called telescopes and satellites. Telescopes are like giant binoculars that let us see things far, far away. Some of them are so powerful they could spot a firefly on the moon. And satellites are like little robots we send into space to take pictures and collect information for us. These tools have allowed us to see things we never could have imagined, like distant galaxies, exploding stars, and even the faint afterglow of the Big Bang, which is how the universe started. It's like having a front row seat to the greatest show in the universe. And the best part is, we're constantly developing new and better telescopes and satellites. It's like upgrading from a flip phone to the latest smartphone. With every new discovery, we learn more about the universe and our place in it. Section 6. New discoveries, new questions, unraveling the cosmos. Every time we learn something new about space, it's like opening a present on Christmas morning. But here's the thing about space. For every answer we find, we usually end up with even more questions. For example, remember those exoplanets I mentioned earlier? Well, scientists are finding new ones all the time, and some of them are in the habitable zone around their stars. That means they could have liquid water, which is essential for life as we know it. Now, I ain't saying there are little green men out there, but it does make you wonder, doesn't it? And then there's the mystery of fast radio bursts. These are super powerful bursts of radio waves that last only a few milliseconds. Imagine turning on your car radio and hearing a loud boom that disappears as quickly as it came. Scientists have been scratching their heads over these for years, trying to figure out what causes them. The universe is full of surprises, and that's what makes exploring it so exciting. It's like going on a treasure hunt where the map changes every time you look at it. Section 7. The search for life beyond Earth. Are we alone? Now this is the big one, ain't it? The question that's been keeping philosophers and scientists up at night for centuries. Are we alone in the universe? Think about it. If there are billions of stars in our galaxy and billions of galaxies in the universe, the odds of us being the only intelligent life out there seem pretty slim, right? It'd be like going to the biggest fish fry in Texas and finding out you're the only one who likes hush puppies. Scientists are actively searching for signs of life beyond Earth. They're listening for radio signals from other civilizations, searching for planets with the right conditions for life, and even sending probes to other worlds to look for microscopic organisms. So far, we haven't found any concrete evidence of alien life. But hey, the universe is a big place. Who knows what we might find if we keep looking? Section 8. The future of space exploration. What's next? So, what does the future hold for space exploration? Well, hold on to your hats, folks, because things are about to get really exciting. We're talking about sending humans to Mars, building telescopes that can see even further into the universe, and maybe even finding evidence of alien life. It's like something out of a science fiction movie, but it's becoming our reality. Imagine humans walking on Mars, setting up a colony, and maybe even terraforming the planet, making it more like Earth. It sounds crazy, but hey, so did flying cars 100 years ago. The possibilities are endless, and it's up to us to make them a reality. Section 9. Why explore space? The importance of discovery. Now, some folks might say, Jeff, why spend all this time and money exploring space when we have problems here on Earth? And I hear you. We got potholes to fill and dishes to wash. But here's the thing. Exploring space isn't just about finding out what's out there. It's also about pushing the boundaries of what's possible, inspiring innovation, and learning more about ourselves in the process. Think about all the technologies that were originally developed for space exploration and are now used in our everyday lives. GPS, scratch-resistant lenses, memory foam, the list goes on and on. It's like buying a toolbox to fix your sink and realizing you can use it to build a treehouse too. Section 10. Inspiring future generations. Reaching for the stars. You know, when I was a kid, I used to lay in the grass at night and stare up at the stars. I dreamed of being an astronaut, of exploring the unknown. And even though I ended up telling jokes for a living, that sense of wonder, that curiosity about the universe, it never left me. And that's what I hope we can inspire in future generations. We need to encourage kids to ask questions, to be curious, to dream big. Because the next generation of explorers, scientists, and engineers, they're the ones who are going to unlock the secrets of the universe. We need to show them that anything is possible if you set your mind to it and reach for the stars. Section 11. Conclusion. The universe is waiting to be explored. Well, folks, that's our journey into the mysteries of deep space. We've covered a lot of ground, from the vastness of the universe to the search for alien life. And while we may never have all the answers, one thing's for sure, the universe is a pretty amazing place. So, the next time you're looking up at the night sky, take a moment to appreciate the wonders that are out there. And remember, the universe is waiting to be explored. Who knows, maybe you'll be the one to make the next big discovery.